are doing push-ups, people are doing knee raises, people are doing pull-ups, and you got this thing, this technique where you would drop your weight on this person or hold their knees down with your forearm, or you bear hug them to stop them from doing pull-ups. Like, what made you come up with that? Like, where did that style of training or that format come from?
They're like, yeah, your body will squeeze through and you'll be able to snap it. I'm like, all right, let's see.
هذا حد العالم، هذا طالب، هذا راسخ والى اخره.
Calisthenics exposed.
That dip off, rep after rep after rep. And then he'll go do all what they call the tricks or whatever people call them. He'll do that after he did all of these things.
Yes.
So I'm like, you know what? I remember one time we was out there, the first time I went to see him, we over there in the park. So it's like a thunderstorm. So he looking at me, I'm looking at him. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna run? You gonna leave? He like, I ain't leaving. We sitting there like
in the like middle of a storm.
Like two wild dudes sitting up there and it's pouring, and we sitting up there trying to do push-ups and stuff. Going back to my car, you got water squeaking in your sneakers and stuff. So
yeah,
it was cool with him.
Great
man.
Experience.
Because he's one of the people I can honestly say, man, that man, he has extraordinary talent.
Without a doubt. Salute beast, man. So a lot of people, like, when they see D300, they consider you beast mode. Were you officially, or?
No, I was always just D300.
300. You just used to train with beast mode.
Because I was with everybody. I never had,
a team.
Like on beast mode, on Wingate, it's just, I was with everybody. Whoever I wanted to be around, I was with them. I was more like neutral. Because a lot of times, like coming up, sometimes guys be like, well, we only do calisthenics, we don't do weights. And I'm like, I do both.
Yes.
So I can't put myself in a bracket to where I'm like, I'm with this team or with this team or with this team, because I didn't really meet people like that. I'm like, I met y'all as individuals. I didn't know what team y'all was with. I'm like, all this team stuff is just different to me. I'm like, this is way different from the gym.
Yeah.
If I see you in the gym, it's like, yo, what up, Rip? Not, yo, this is Rip, and he's a part of this team, and like, yo, this is this dude, and he's a part of this team. I'm like, what is this, the Olympics?
Yeah.
I'm like, if I know you, I know you. So you be like, yo, D, man, you want to come out here? Yo, you can show me something? All right, I'll be out there. Yo, D, you want to come to this park? You show me something? All right, I'll be out there. It wasn't like I'm limited, like I'm crossing the border, like, nah, I can't go there.
Yeah.
Because I don't wear the same shirt. I ain't do that. Like, wherever I wanted to go, I went. So I said, I know almost everybody in this game.
Without a doubt. Salute. So when did you start your journey? Because you basically started your journey for the muscle up from the beginning, once you started doing pull-ups, knowingly or unknowingly. But when did you say, yo, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that muscle up.
2009.
2009.
2009. Because it was almost like I had the ground game going, learning like different styles of pull-ups and stuff on the bar, but it was like, yo, D, if you could do that,
it's
over.
Be
crazy. But then some people kept saying it, and I'm like, you saying it, but are you saying it because you think I can't get it? Or are you saying it because you want me to get it? So it was like a half and half. And then I'm just sitting up there like, yo, how I'm gonna get it? Because I'm like, for me to get it, I'm going to have to really, because a lot of times guys would be like, yo, just get on the bar, just do this, or just try to do this. I'm like, it's different. I'm like, you got to remember, I'm 300 pounds trying to do this. It's not the same thing like if you're 180 or if you're 220. I'm like, I got to do this at 300 pounds. And then like 2009, that's when it was like that, I say 320-ish. I'm like, I gotta drop this 20 pounds and get the 300 even. Like, I went hard for that, man. Like, I was training at least 3 times a day. Like, going psycho trying to get this move. So it's like certain exercises. I had to do heavy pullovers, dumbbell pullovers, heavy pull downs, heavy front raises on barbell, heavy front raises with the dumbbells. And then it was just certain moves I would do, like the lat pull down machine, I would just stand there. So when I was standing there, I would just pull it down like this, and I would just push it down like this to become accustomed with trying to push down that weight. Because once I'm on the bar, I can't simulate the weight like I do in the gym. I can't just go, all right, I'm 300 pounds. You know what? Let me
290.
be 150.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So I kept doing it. And then one day, I went to see Beast. This is around 2010. I seen him at Tompkins Park. So it was him, I think Drea, and Trump. So I'm just standing there, and you know, their bars are low. So I'm messing around like, let me see if I can do this. And I just snatched myself, and my hand slipped off the bar. So I caught it, so now I started doing abs up in the air. He seen it, but then in my head, I'm like, yo, I got up here. I'm like, all right, I think I could do it. So I had called Armstrong and Narrows, and we went to Bay Parkway. And he was like, it was just tough trying to catch it with the regular bar, because I'm like, yo, I keep hitting my chest here, like, how can I get over? They like, yo, do it right here on the curve bar. So they like, yeah, your body will squeeze through and you'll be able to snap it. I'm like, all right, let's see. So when you saw in the video, I put my hand up there and I got over. I was like, oh man. And that changed everything.
First muscle up in Bay Parkway. No longer there, huh?
Nah.
Your first muscle up. That park is definitely legendary. So you started training 2009 for it, and then you actually did it in 2009.
No, I get it in 2010.
Okay, you got it the following year.
Because I say that winter of 2009 all the way, and I ended up catching it like early summer in 2010. Because I had to really get my conditioning, everything all in one. Because I'm like, if I'm gonna perform this, I gotta make sure my body is conditioned. So that's when people started looking, it's like you looking at me, you saw my face was smaller, but they still don't know I'm 300 pounds. I just dropped that weight. They like, yo, you still 300 pounds? Like, yeah. Like, trust me. I made sure I step on that scale, dogs. I wasn't playing.
Yeah, because it was about 340.
Because once I got on there, and then once I caught that muscle up, it was like, all right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm in.
Then I just kept doing it. And a few times, the most I caught was between like 10 and 12.
Nice.
And that was the most. And then when I did the other one, the weighted vest one, this was 2016. And by then, it wasn't like I was practicing muscle ups all the time, but I was still training.
Yeah, so you had that muscle memory to actually pull that extra, what was it, 40 pounds?
40-pound weight vest. Because the first time I was going to try with the 70 pounds, and I got it to like up the head, but I didn't get over. So I'm like, all right, let's just do it with the 40 pounds. Because to me, it's like, the muscle up to me is like a reverse power clean. So instead of me doing this, I'm just doing this. And that's how I put it in my head. So it's like I have to power up for those moves. So I'm like, if I look at certain moves, it's like, all right, this is a heavy movement. So I gotta snatch myself up and get up there. And then once I did that, it was like, you know, people seen it. I ain't really get too much credit.
Yeah, the crowd didn't go wild. You know, Armstrong Beast. That's about it, right? Limited to 2 guys. All right, so I see in a lot of your videos, you know, people are doing push-ups. People are doing knee raises. People are doing pull-ups. And you got this thing, this technique where you would drop your weight on this person or hold their knees down with your forearm, or, you know, you bear hug them to stop them from doing pull-ups. Like, what made you come up with that? Like, where did that style of training or that format come from?
It was just certain things like just being creative. And I got a lot of that just being within the gym. Because, like, if I'm in the park and I'm training somebody, it's like I can't really keep putting a weight belt on you, taking the weight belt off. So it's like I have to try to find a way to where I can build some type of resistance. So if I told you like to get on the bar and you're doing 10 reps on pull-ups, if I want to make the last 5, if I want that to be heavy, I'll just wrap you and just pull and just give you a certain amount of pressure. So if I'm pulling like this and I'm just pulling down, I can tell by the way you're pulling up how much resistance I'm supposed to put on it and how much I'm supposed to take off.
Got you.
So it made it a lot better because now I could just release. You can go back into it. If I'm still seeing your body just constantly moving like this, we'll go back to that. So now you're just learning how to constantly pull
with that weight.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with the push-ups. So you're like, well, how can you do this? I'm like, there's two different ways. Either I can put my knee on your back or I just put my hands on your back. So now if I put my hands on your back and I push down, you're still feeling that resistance while you're pushing up. And then I could just lighten up. If I feel like the body is just going like this and you're not really moving, I could just take it off. Instead of me just constantly putting on a plate, taking the plate off, putting on a plate, taking it off. So it's just something like I just came up with to make it a lot easier.
A lot faster, convenient.
But you gotta remember too, everybody ain't D300. They start putting that pressure on you. Putting that pressure on your back. It's different.
Yeah.
So if I put it on there, like, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, that's definitely 300 pounds. Okay, so y'all guys know I do a lot of D300 routines, right? Ever since we met,
The Ripstick is a powerful little tool that fits right in your pocket. You can use it anywhere, home, gym, or even on the go. It's designed to target your smaller, stabilizing muscles that calisthenics and weightlifting usually miss. Great for shoulder rehab, injury prevention, and full upper body activation. It's super convenient, affordable, and also hits your abs hard. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, the Ripstick takes your training to the next level.